All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to day one of our duplication code series that is going down this week. Just as a refresher, the whole point to the duplication code is to learn to leverage free value that is going to be just living in the Look Good, Feel Good group so that you can expand your market, you can get more reach, you can start more conversations and add value to people's lives before you're talking about money and sending links. And that builds trust. The more education and value that you give to people, the more trust that's built, the more likely they are to say, okay, I'm ready to lock arms with you and go down this path with you because I trust you and you're putting all of this incredible information in front of me. And I appreciate that. So that's what is happening in the Look Good, Feel Good group. We have the brand new Is GLP-1 For You guide that is a video resource. Tina just posted it this morning. It's so good. And then there's the call to action at the end to comment so they can be entered to win samples. So they could literally get their very own metabolic mocktail in the mail, try, activate, glow, quench all together. And who's not going to want the products after that, right? Everyone's going to be obsessed with them. So I'm just going to give you some of my tips about leveraging free value like this to grow your business. Are you saying you can't see me or you can? Can you guys see me? I'm going to be sharing my screen, so it really doesn't matter. But okay, so maybe you know me, maybe you don't. My name is Nicolette Anderson. I have been in this industry for going on 11 years. I actually started August 1st, 2014. So my anniversary is coming up soon. Now, when I first started in this industry, I had no social media following. I had no credibility. I had no idea what I was doing. I am very much an introvert with social anxiety. So getting out there and being like, I'm going to add friends and I'm going to start conversations freaked me the heck out. So the way that I was able to get myself out there and have lots of conversations without feeling awkward is by creating free value that I would then offer up in my posts and in my stories. And people would need to then come to me and engage with me to get this free thing that I was offering. And it worked so well because not only are you making starting conversations a lot more easy, but you're expanding your reach. When you're giving value, people might save, share, do all the things, tag their friends in it too. And when you go to start conversations, you're already on the topic of health and wellness because you're offering free value around the subject. So you can kind of skip over the, hey, Facebook, recommended you and your family's really cute and how's things going? And then you're like, well, now what do I say? I don't know how to bridge this gap here. Instead, we're just digging right in and having some fun talking about, in this case, GLP-1, hormone health, what these supplements can do for you in terms of what is currently going on in your body, the bloat, why you feel off. So the free resource inside the Look Good, Feel Good group, it hits on so many different pain points that, guys, you can get out there and really just start sharing and adding value around any one of those things that's the most meaningful to you. And that's why it's so important to go and watch the video first. It's only 10 minutes. It's great. And just think to yourself, what is a pain point? What is a main thing from this video that I could literally talk to anyone about for hours and hours? Make that your personality this week on social media. Talk about your story, your experience. Educate people on the subject in your posts. And we're going to get into more detail about how exactly to do that. But what free resources do is they lower the resistance and they build instant credibility, even when you're talking to people for the very first time. It makes your conversations flow more naturally, like I said, because if you're offering something that's about GLP-1, then why would you transition off that subject when you could just continue talking about their health and wellness, right? It turns strangers on the internet to supporters and supporters into sharers and then sharers into your customers, if not your teammates. And most importantly, it creates opportunities for more touch points. The more touch points you have with people on social media, the quicker you're getting to the point where they are ready to join you in some way or another. It takes 7 to 10 touch points on average until people are ready to invest in what you have to offer. With free value, you're messaging them the guide. You're then following up and telling them they're added to the group. You're then tagging them, right? You're then checking in and saying, hey, were you able to watch the video yet? Hey, did you make sure you comment to get those samples yet? This is just touch points all over the place. You guys are pretty much best friends now. So, according to a statistic from HubSpot, content creators and marketers who lead with free educational content actually generate 67% more leads than those who don't. Okay. And what you're going to notice is with your engagement as well, who could like put yes in the chat if you're like, I would love some more engagement. That'd be great if I could get more people commenting on my posts. Guess what? When you're giving them a call to action to comment for this free XYZ awesome thing that you now have that you get to leverage, they're way more likely to comment that they want to join than if it were just any other post. Or if it were a comment for more information, people are like, oh, fine, I guess I'll comment. Or, you know what, I don't really want to go through all that. Maybe I don't even feel like having a discussion right now. But you're offering something free and there's samples going down this week. Heck yes, they're going to want to drop a comment for more information. And so we'll dig into examples of that in just a second. So let's first talk about the job of a freebie. And I do have slides that I'm going to share in just a minute because I always have to have slides. The job of a freebie. This is already done, so it's so super simple. Now, the Look Good, Feel Good group itself is a freebie resource. Testimonials, social proof, product education, like just these compelling, moving stories. And I always feel like I had struggled with some major health issues a few years ago, silently, alone. I didn't talk to anyone about it and nobody knew what was going on with me. If I had a group like Look Good, Feel Good to go in and just quietly research and look around and read other stories, I would have felt so much more seen and understood, even without having talked to anyone. So just the group in itself is incredible. But now you've got this free GLP-1 educational tool at your fingertips that you're going to get to leverage. Okay. It's not just a video, it's a multi-layered tool, right? It builds credibility around the products. It gets people in the group where not only are they receiving the education, but they're seeing the testimonials, and it gives them a chance to win samples. So there's urgency and there's fun. Now, what this should do for you, and we're going to get into the strategy, is grow your audience. So you're getting more comments, more shares, more saves, more messages. It should help you start meaningful conversations that are surrounding health and wellness goals. It's going to drive more and more people into our Look Good, Feel Good testimonial group. And you can use this as an easy re-engagement tool, right? Anyone have customers where you're like, I don't know what happened to them and I'm not sure what to say to get them back involved again? We can use this. We can use this tool. So let me screen share and get in. Where's my screen share button? Here we go. So I want you to think of this all this week. This is your magnet. You're just going to be sucking people in left and right. Everyone who wants more education about GLP-1, hormone health, metabolic health, gut health, all of that, you're going to get them into that group and get this resource, this video in front of them. So let me just tell you about my freebie flow method. This is what I essentially used since I started in network marketing and what works really, really well even still. And I'll give you an example. I'll show you the proof on my Instagram. For a few months, I had kind of gotten off the habit of using viral hooks, adding free value, giving people a clear call to action, and my social media tanked, right? And I have, I think, like 41,000 followers on Instagram. I would get like 7 likes. Nobody was commenting or messaging me. My story views plummeted. And then I got back into the habit of following this freebie flow method. And now my reach has gone crazy by following this. So let's go through this really quickly. This isn't just about giving something away in hopes that it sticks. This is the method that you can use to blow up your engagement and your reach. So step number one, you want to create a viral hook and a value-driven post. This can be a reel, a carousel, or a text post with an image. But a scroll-stopping hook matters, okay? ChatGPT can help you come up with these. And what I also want you to do is, as you're looking around on Instagram and Facebook, okay, when you see a post that has a hook on it and you look and you see that there are hundreds or thousands of comments and shares, screenshot that hook and feed it to your ChatGPT and say, I saw this hook today. It is viral. I want ones like this. And it will start to generate hooks that are actually working really, really well. Then in your post, go on to educate about the topic, give some tips, give some solutions. You don't even have to say our product names. And then the call to action is going to be comment guide if you want this new free resource, or comment GLP-1 if you want to know if GLP-1 is for you. And that's going to get people actually engaging. Why are there words on here now? I don't know what just happened. That's going to get people actually engaging on your post, which as more people comment, your post is going to get more reach. You reply to every single comment and say, hey, I just messaged you. As they're commenting and you're replying, Instagram is going, holy moly, we need to show this to more people. Show it to more people, show it to more people. So that's important to participate in the comments of your posts the moment people start commenting. Now, do not get discouraged if, let's say today, you have a viral hook and you put a post together and you're so excited and you're like, this is my moment, and it doesn't happen today. Do not get discouraged. You'll find your flow. But I want you to really focus on following this strategy this week and watch. Something will pop off for you. And then you can continue to duplicate that same idea over and over again. So step one, viral hook, value-driven post. Step number two, we want to make sure that your post goes to your stories, but you don't just want to share it to your stories. You want to tease it out. So I'm going to show you an example right here. If you just share your post to your stories, then there it is. It's one slide. People are like, I don't know if I have time for this or not. Very likely they'll tap past it. But this is an example of teasing out your post first, then sharing your post without them being able to see it, and then reinforcing what it is that you said in your posts. So you tease, you share, you reinforce. So right here in my reel, which is on this page, I did one that said GLP-1 is trending, but what if you could get it without and then I put the money bag, the shot, and the vomit emoji. What if you could get it without that? Okay. So then my teaser post, I put, what if I told you GLP-1 isn't a medicine and it's actually free? And you already have it. And I always include engagement stickers, because the more people tap and engage, the more Instagram is like, oh, these guys are important to each other. Let me make sure that I continue sharing Nicolette's content with these people who are tapping and engaging in her stories. So that's that sticker right there. Then they go on to the next page. This is my reel hiding behind just a picture of a sun that I got in the gifts section. Get the tea on GLP-1, and I pointed to it right there. And then I went on just to give a little teaser of what it is that I talked about in the post, just some of the information. And I told them, if you want more, go to my post and comment GLP-1 or guide, and I'll send you your options. And then in my third story, I talked about, man, I thought GLP-1 was just shots. I didn't even realize that it was a hormone in my gut. And therefore I completely wrote it off. And I thought, that's not for me because I don't have weight to lose, right? I'm pretty fit. I work out, I do the things. Little did I know Our GLP-1 drink was going to help me get rid of tons of inflammation that I was holding on to that was wreaking havoc on my body. It was going to help me not swell up out of nowhere to where I had to like take off my wedding rings. Otherwise, they get stuck on my fingers and I didn't know why. Right. So I just went on to talk about my story and to also give some testimonials from the testimonial group, some of those pictures. Now, this is a 3-part story flow that you could follow where you tease out your post. So people are like, oh man, let me go look. I want to look at it and comment on it. Then you actually share it to your stories. And then you go and you just talking head, give your perspective, your knowledge drop. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like an educational influencer moment. Just share your thoughts and your experience with the topic that you're speaking on. Okay. So let me go back to this flow. So like I said, now we've got a viral hook, value-driven post. Number 2, your story stack strategy. So there's 3 parts. You tease it, then you share the post, but you make them go click on it to get all of the information. And then you go in and talk and give them a call to action. Yes, thank you, Lori. So a talking head story is when you're literally in there like you're FaceTiming a best friend. It's not a picture. It's not, planned content. You just hold out your phone like you're FaceTiming someone and you talk to just that one person. If you stumble over your words, that's okay. How do I get a talking video and words and pictures in at the same time? So in your Instagram stories and on Facebook stories, there's a little button that you can click and to click caption if you want your caption to be in there. And then there's a little button where you can add a photo in both places. You can add as many photos as you want, and you can use your fingers to pinch it down or drag it around and put the photos where you want them. And then you'll also see there's like the letter A. And if you click that, that's your writing tool, right? Where you can add text on top of your video. So first you record the video, and then you go into the stickers and there's all the rest of the tools, the captions, you can add photos, you can add GIFs, all the things like that. No, you could take a picture with your own phone. What do you mean? So anyway, there's on the Legacy Makers page or on the website, I did a Stories 101 training that is in there where I visually show you how to do all of this. So I can comment that beneath my training in the Legacy Maker team page. Okay, so now you've got your content out, your post, and it's in your stories now. You want to make sure that you're sending warm, personalized messages when people are commenting, when they're watching your story. I don't care if they message you or they tap an engagement thing. If they are watching your story, message them. Okay, especially this week when you have free value to give them. Something like, hey, name, thanks for checking out my stories this week. Did you see that we've got this new awesome free GLP-1 guide and we're also doing some giveaways? Would you want to get in on that? Easy peasy. Yeah, sure. Put me in. I want some giveaways. I want some free stuff. I would be sending that to everyone who's viewing my stories. Now, the ones who are commenting, they're following your call to action. They're saying guide or GLP-1. If I have not talked to them before, I always say, hey, name, I saw your comment on my post. Let me know when you get this message so I know I'm not hiding in your message requests folder. If you're not friends, right? If you're not connected on Instagram, you will go into their message requests folder, even if they comment on your post to request information. And a lot of people miss that. So I say that to them, plus that gives them a reason to reply to me. If I just send them the details and they never reply, Instagram's going to be like, oh, she sent them something. They didn't even respond back. I don't know that this is a good fit. Like maybe she sent something spammy. So I always just say, let me know when you get this so I know I'm not hiding in your message request folder if we've never spoken before. And then I reply to their comment and I say, hey, I sent you a message. Okay. People who I have talked to before, right? Especially on Instagram, this is a little bit different because we want to get them into the look good, feel good group, which is on Facebook. So I'll say, hey, name, I saw that you wanted our GLP-1 guide, or I saw that you wanted in our testimonial group, or you're interested in the giveaways, whatever it is that you're positioning from this week. Do me a favor and send me your Facebook link. I'm going to add you as a friend and get you into this exclusive group. I'm so excited. I think you're going to love it. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're adding people on Facebook, and then you can invite them into the group. Now, if they're already on Facebook, then it can be like, hey, I'm just going to add you right now. I added you, or I'm just going to add you to the group right now. If you're not already friends, hey, I added you as a friend, accept me, and I'll get you into our exclusive group right now. But we're not going to stop there with the conversations, and we'll get into that in a second. But right out of the gate, you're getting them the information, and then we're going to walk through follow-ups, and we're going to walk through check-ins. Continue to do this every day this week. Post, get it in your stories, message everyone who's watching and engaging. Now, here's what happens when free value groups go wrong. Okay. This is what I don't want for you. Is we're like, great, this is awesome. We add people to the group and then we forget about them. We're disorganized. We're never talking to them. They don't remember. They're like, who added me again? Who am I supposed to message? I can't really remember. Like, you need to track them, write down their names, and take care of your new leads, right? Don't let them slip through your fingers. This is the exact thing of not to do. Add to the group and keep your fingers crossed. No, we are going to make things happen with every single one of these new relationships and new connections that we are building with our free value. So just some hook ideas for these 7 days, because it's push time. Again, the fingers crossed, we're not doing it. We are setting goals and we are strategically doing the work to achieve the goals. So how many people do you want to connect with? How many friends do you want to add? How many new conversations are you going to start this week? How many people are you getting added to that group and putting them through this incredible freebie flow so that you can come out the other end with some really, really strong leads, some new customers, some new teammates? So some hook ideas, you can go with the educational angle, right? Things nobody told you about GLP-1. Okay, do you see how these are strategic though? It makes you think, I need to go straight to the caption and read more, right? Things no one tells you about GLP-1. GLP-1 explained like you're 5. What your craving might be telling you. What your cravings might be telling you. So those are just educational angles you could take. Run with those hooks. Put the hooks into ChatGPT and say, hey, I want to leverage my story and my voice and use this hook to write a post for today. Can you help me? Some storytelling angles. Share your own story. Why I started caring about GLP-1 in the first place. That's kind of like what I did today. I revisited my own story. I don't have this huge, like, visual testimonial about weight loss and GLP-1 and what all of these things did for me. But I have a huge internal thing that I was struggling with inflammation, autoimmune issues. I was diagnosed with early onset rheumatoid arthritis, and I was terrified. Our products got rid of all that trash that was going on inside my body that you couldn't see on the outside. Okay. So hit your storytelling angles. What I wish I knew in my 30s about metabolism. Once you get a few people in there, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Or I didn't even know this, or I learned this today. Share those client reactions as content. You can do that as well. That's going to get people very curious. Maybe the post that you first shared didn't do it for them, but they're like, now I've got FOMO. Now she's saying the last 2 people she added, their jaws dropped and they learned all this new stuff that they didn't know. I need to get in there. Community angles. Over 100 women have downloaded this. Here's why. Do you want a behind the scenes sneak peek at our reviews group? Problem solution angles, doing everything right but still not seeing results, you need to read this. If weight loss resistance is driving you nuts, this hormone might be the reason. Now, here's the thing, all of these, you notice, they sound very, very confident. That's important. Get out there and put confident as heck posts together, and people are going to want to come and learn. You've got no reason to feel hesitant, because this group and everything in there is incredible, and it will do so much of the talking for you. Okay, so engaging story ideas. And yes, I will share these slides. I forgot to say that. Somebody was asking. Story flow, example number 1, curiosity, education, invite. If your metabolism feels off, it might not be your fault. Slide 2, meet GLP-1, your body's natural appetite and blood sugar regulator. Slide 3, we've created a free guide breaking it down in plain English. Do you want in? And then use a poll or a question box. Super simple. Story flow number 2, post, tease, proof, call to action. Slide number 1, screenshot or screen recording of your latest value post. Hey, did you catch this? You can even do one, let's say it's Wednesday, you can go back and reshare whatever you did from today. I don't know if you missed this, but everyone loved it. You need to go watch this post if you didn't see it from Monday. Reshare it again to your stories. Slide 2, it's all about GLP-1 and why so many women are stuck in the cycle of cravings and fatigue. Sorry, I know this team is men and women. It's just habit. I always use primarily female, but I mean both. Slide number 3, drop a fire emoji or reply guide, and I'll send you this free resource and link to our group. Flow number 3, before and after or testimonial. These are the changes that people are seeing inside our group. I was telling my team last night, I noticeably have less interest when I am not sharing testimonials every single day, either as posts or in my stories. And it kind of, for me, when I first joined, I was like, oh my gosh, there's all these stories to share. And I was sharing them all over the place. It was new for me. It was new for my audience. And then you're kind of like, yeah, I've shared this. I've shared this stuff. Does anyone really care? And then you kind of get out of the habit of it. No, we need testimonials. We need the proof, either as posts or in stories every day. And that's simple because there's so much of it already done inside the Look Good, Feel Good group. So Melissa, you can screenshot, or if you're part of the Telegram channel, where there's, content done every Monday, there's some just shared today. You can share those, or you can ask your customers if they would want to share testimonials, or teammates, but the Look Good, Feel Good group makes it super, super easy. You cannot share it from the group because it's a private group, but you can screenshot. Okay, and then we want to make sure that we are having conversations. We're not just adding people and saying fingers crossed or let me know if you're interested, and then think they'll reach out if they are. No, they probably won't, because guess what? People are busy. I guarantee you, if you added 100 people to the group today, probably 10 of them would take the time to immediately watch the video. The other ones are gonna be like, oh, I'll get to it later, or maybe I'll do that tomorrow, or wait a minute, I forgot what group and I don't know how to find it again. And we're chaotic, right? We're all over the place. So you wanna make sure that after you've added them to the group, you're messaging them and you're checking in with them and you're following up with them. Hey, I just dropped oh no, this is invites for people. Where did my conversation flow go? Okay, I'm not there yet. That's the next slide. Here are conversations that you can have with people outside of those who are watching your stories and commenting on your posts, okay? Because you want to go and find people to bring into this group, not just wait for them to come to you. Make sense? The people who are coming to you are the ones commenting and engaging on your posts and watching your stories. That's the low-hanging fruit. You want to get out there and be proactive in inviting for your friends, your family, those A-listers that you know, like, man, if they join my team, they could help so many people. They would be unstoppable. Those are the people that you want to go out and proactively message. So just some conversation examples of what that might look like. Hey, I just dropped a free guide in our wellness group about GLP-1, the hormone nobody talks about. That's actually a huge deal for metabolism and cravings. Want me to add you? These are just samples. You can change them up to sound like you. I remember you were working on your energy, gut health. This guide we just posted might be super helpful for you. Do you want the link? Hey, love, I just thought of you. We're doing a free sample giveaway tied to hormone health and metabolism in our group. Would you want to check it out? And some new connections or more cold outreaches you could send. Hey, quick question. Have you heard of GLP-1? I just helped put together a guide that breaks it all down, and we're giving it away free in our wellness group and doing some sample giveaways. Example number 2, hey, I just shared a new resource for women over 30 who feel stuck with cravings, energy, fat loss. It's in our wellness community, whatever you want to call it. It's in our testimonial group. You would love it. Do you want me to add you? Last example, not sure if you're into this kind of thing, but we've been talking a lot about blood sugar, cravings, GLP-1 inside our wellness group. I've got a free guide and a giveaway happening. Would you want in? And once they're in the group, man, I mean, we all know what happens. You start searching around, digging up, use the magnifying glass to search your own health issues that you need help with. And then all of a sudden you're thinking like, man, my neighbor could use this and my mom could use this and my sister could use, and all the people come to mind, right? Once you're in, it's just the natural process that happens is so, so, so good. Now, we're posting, we're having conversations, we're proactively reaching out. It's important to stay organized. You want to make sure that you're tracking the people that you're talking to. This is just a suggestion on how you might want to track it, what you might want to include. I don't care how you do it. You can use pen and paper. You can use the notes section in your phone. You could use an Excel spreadsheet. You could create a Google form that's free and have people fill out this information themselves. And then you have it done for you. Hey, you want this free resource? Do me a favor, just fill out your information right here, and I'm going to make sure that I get you access to our exclusive group, right? Any way that you want to do it, just stay organized, because you're going to want to go back through and message these people plenty more times to check in with them. So that initial reach out might look something like, hey, I just added you to the Look Good, Feel Good group and tagged you in the guide, okay? It's a video resource. Don't forget to comment so that you are entered to win some samples. Curious though, what's your main goal right now when it comes to health and wellness? That is in the initial messages of every single one of my conversations that I have with people. When you know their goals, you know their pain points, do you know how much more simple it is to connect them to a solution? And then the more questions that you ask about it, okay, well, tell me how you feel in this and tell me more about this. They are selling themselves. You're just pointing. This is what's probably going to work for you after literally everything that you just told me. Do you want all of this to go away? Then here's where you need to go. So ask those questions about the health and wellness goals. Message number 2. Okay, maybe this is the next day or the day later. Hey, did you get a chance to check out that information? I'd love to hear what stood out or what questions came up for you. Also, did you see this testimonial about, and then reiterate their goals and send them a testimonial group or a testimonial from the group that would resonate with them. We have that magnifying glass in the Look Good, Feel Good group. If somebody tells you they are so sick of struggling with maybe bloat and constipation, for example, you can go search that. And in the second message, did you see this testimonial? This person was struggling with bloat, constipation, a lot of the same things that we had talked about. I wanted to make sure that you saw this. I thought you'd really love to read her success story. Message number 3, good morning. There have been so many amazing videos put into the group this week about inflammation, hormone education, collagen, all shared in our reviews group. Have you seen them? They're so good, right? And you're just redirecting back to the group, back to the group. Message number 4. Hey, are you ready to grab some supplements and start a new routine? I'd love to put a custom cart together for you based on your needs. What questions can I answer for you? Let's not let the conversations fizzle without telling them, I want to hook you up. I want to help you get into a routine that's going to change everything. Okay. Use this to scale and grow your reach and your engagement. Let me have to take a sip of water. Okay. With your strategic posting, right? Your freebie flow that we went over already, you're using the strong strategic hooks, which ChatGPT is really great at creating those, especially when you give it examples and when it's learned your personality. Always use call to actions that get people commenting on your posts. Okay. And then you boost your visibility in your stories by doing, you tease it, you share it, and then you reinforce it. This will get you a lot more reach. This will get, especially on Instagram, right? It's going to get more views, more people who weren't necessarily following you that are now seeing this because you're educating on a certain topic. And here's a little trick. If you're doing a reel or a video, right, the algorithm has search engine optimization attached to it. So if you're doing a reel or a video and you're typing out something on, like, as text on the video, that optimizes it. So for example, if your hook has GLP-1 in it, right? GLP-1 meds are the trend, but they're not the transformation. Your video is going to be more likely to be shown to people who are searching or interested in GLP-1 per the algorithm. So a little hack is that you can actually type out a bunch of keywords, right? GLP-1, metabolic health, hormone health, things that people are searching. And you can shrink it down and make the text super small so you can't even see it on the screen. But the algorithm is still going to see it and read it and optimize your video to be in all of those areas according to the keywords that you used. Does that make sense? I could do a different training on that if that was a little advanced. I apologize. But that's another little hack that you can use. Okay, good. So that's how you're going to use this to expand your reach. But listen to me, I want to tell you, I want to reiterate this. If all of a sudden you're like, man, I got the same reach as normal, and I posted today and I followed Nicolette's tips, today might not be the day. Okay. It might take a little bit to find your stride and to finally find the thing that's like, oh my gosh, this is working. This is amazing. I told you I was going to show you an example. My Instagram, I was tanking. It was horrible. And then I started following that freebie flow again. And now I'm getting, like, my views. Oh, it doesn't show you the views on here. Whatever. I'm almost at like 1 million in reach right now. 1 million. Like, that's mind blowing, but it's because I started following the strong hook, the call to action, and then that story flow that I showed you. And I continue to educate, give a strong hook, call to action, lead them to something free, educate, strong hook, lead them. And when that continues to happen, there's more and more comments, and it's boosting the algorithm more and more, and it's expanding your reach more and more. And therefore, when your reach is expanded, people are seeing you for the first time, and then they're following you because there you are giving free value and consistently posting and educating on the topic that they have been searching for. Okay. You don't have to be some expert. You're just someone who is in the thick of it too. And you're adding value, and you've got a free resource, and you're sharing what you're learning as you're going. And that's important to people. That is not that you're a 19-year-old fitness influencer with a huge muscular booty. It's that they can relate to you because you are in the thick of it with them. Make sense? So this flow can exponentially grow your reach. Make sure your profile is public. You will not grow if you are private. You have to be public. Okay? That's an important one. Lori, so when I do this, I do it everywhere. So my posts, then I share the same flow to my stories on both Facebook and Instagram. It doesn't have to be a business profile, but I will say the creator / business, you get a lot more insights than if you just have a personal profile on Instagram. So for Instagram, I would switch to creator / business. But Facebook is just Facebook. You just need to make sure they're public. So you can also use this free guide and sample giveaways to re-engage lukewarm customers, right? Hey, Naeem, I'm not sure if you saw, but we made an incredible GLP-1 guide that explains how these supplements work naturally with your body. Would you want access? And we're also giving away samples. Yeah, heck yeah. Put me in, coach. Let me give this another whirl, right? And then once they're in there, you should be asking this to every person you add into the group. Just curious, as you browse around this group, did anyone come to mind that you felt would love to see these stories and how these products work? Because if so, they're like, yeah, oh my gosh, I actually did think of a few people. They need to be an associate and they need to be part of the solution, right? They need to be on your team sharing their links with people. Yes, and the win back. Hi, Nicole, the win back. That's such a good point too. They could save 10%. Hello. Okay, just a little daily workflow. Post at least one piece of content about your GLP-1 guide every single day. Own it. Own it. It's a video. It's a resource in this group. Own it like you made it. Message people who are viewing stories and engaging. Set your daily minimum of people you're going to add to look good, feel good. Big things aren't going to happen on accident. They're going to happen because you set intentions and goals. Follow up with those you've gotten into the group multiple times, at least 4 times. Remember touch points? Keep touching, keep doing the touch points. Share transformations every day and aha moments each day. Like if you had somebody reach back out and you're like, oh my gosh, I learned this. I have this aha moment. Talk about it. Share it in your stories, right? Keep the FOMO out there and keep it simple and consistent. You're not just selling supplements, right? There's so many confusing things about health, and it's leaving so many people thinking that's out of my reach because I can't afford it, or I can't picture giving myself a shot every single day. You know, it's people are feeling unseen and like they're stuck, and you know they're not getting answers from their primary care, and you know going this route would be too expensive. And here we are with a natural, holistic way to achieve results in the most affordable way possible. Get people in the group and let them learn, right? Get them in there. So that is what I have for you today. I appreciate you all for being on. If you have questions, feel free to ask and we can get those hashed out. I know I say a lot of terms and things when I talk about social media, like everyone knows it, and not everyone does, and that's okay. So ask any questions that you might have. You can unmute or put it in the chat box. Thank you. I hope it was helpful. I will share the slides too. Hi, Teresa. When I send an invite for the group, where do they get the invite to join? So from the group, when you click invite and you type in their name, it's going to be in the notifications in their Facebook. Okay, so they'll have a notification, but people miss notifications. So once you invite them, I also go and I send them the link. Hey, you should have gotten a notification, but just in case you didn't, here's the link directly to the group. Listen, I understand it is great to have all of these skills, but also this is 11 years. 11 years in the making. I did not start out this way. I started out knowing absolutely nothing.
Nicolette,
Yes.
I just have a question about the guide. I know you that Tina was making up last night. We only give that when they reply back, right? It's not something we just willy-nilly throw out there or
Right.
post or right? Is that right?
That's right. And so
Okay.
the guide itself is actually it's a 10-minute presentation that Tina did that's posted in the group. So they cannot access it unless they are in the group anyway.
Okay, so we put them in the group and tag them in the group then, the ATM.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Leanne is asking, can you describe what is a carousel? So a carousel, you know how on Instagram you can post just one picture and there it is? Well, a carousel is when you add multiple. And what happens when you do that is people then they can see the first picture, but they see that if they swipe this way, there's a second picture, a third picture, and it keeps them on your post longer, which is great. But the reason carousels are working better than just individual photos now is because Instagram will show people the first picture in your carousel and it'll kind of like figure out, okay, how did that work? Did people like it? Did that work well? And then it's going to recirculate your post again and show them the second photo of the same post. So you're kind of like getting two different opportunities to capture people's attention with your pictures when you use multiple pictures versus just one. So a carousel is really just a fancy way of saying it's several photos and people can kind of scroll through it like ponies on a carousel to see those different images. Cindy, the win back promo is clients who have not ordered in, what is the time frame? Like over, I can't remember the time frame, but they basically get a 10% discount to come back and order again. So the GLP-1 guide is the video that is pinned to the top of the Look Good, Feel Good group. It's essentially a guide, like a presentation, and Tina walks people through it. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa, it's not allowing you to unmute. I just saw that. Let me see if I could do that. Jennifer, if people tell me they cannot afford the Daily Health System kit, sure, I would just order active, or I would just say, what is your budget? You tell me your budget and let's figure out what we can best fit in there. But even more, I'm like, listen, how would a monthly salary of $250 improve your situation? That way you can get your own supplements for free. Let's talk about getting you set up as an associate. And I would talk to them about that, the income opportunity. Do people have to? Yes, they do have to get accepted into the group, but I know the admin team is working like crazy. 6 months. Okay, thank you for the win back campaign. If they haven't ordered in 2025, which is basically 6 months, yes, they get 10% off. Oh, yes, Nicole. Let me see. Maybe I need to unmute you.
Yep, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Hi.
Hey, friend. How are you?
Good.
This was exceptional. You guys, I love Nicolette. I feel like I go to a masterclass every time I hear her teach anything. Like, seriously. She's always good with the life hacks for social media. So real quick, I just wanted to unmute and say this because it would take longer to type it out. Really quick on the win back, it is, as we said, 6 months. So someone who has not ordered in 2025. It's associates and it is customers. So it's both. Initially, I thought, and I may have not been the only one who was confused about this, I thought that it was just customers. It's associates too. So this is a really good opportunity to plug in with people who have fallen off of the business side as well. And then be aware that there is a report in the back office under quick reports that will give you a list of associates and customers who qualify for win back. So you don't have to spend a lot of time going to find out who these people are. It was a report done for us, which I think is just gold. I love our corporate staff so much because that saves us so much time. And if you have multiple accounts, a spousal account, an adult child, where like if you're working multiple accounts, each account has this. So if I'm you, I definitely would make that a priority as well, because if they haven't been active in purchasing anything, they likely don't know about the group because the group was at the top of the year, or not even like what, April, something like that. So they probably don't know about the group. So it's a really good talking point, not just do you want to come back and buy something? Do you want to come back and be a part of, some value that you can use for your customers if you're talking to an associate, as well as the opportunity to win samples. So that win back resource is big, and it was done for us in the back office.
I did not even know that was in there. That is so good. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, yes.
Welcome.
Yes. Now we all know what we're going to go do in our offices today. Yes, the remaining. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sonara. You guys, we have a full week of trainings like this every single day. There's Tina is on Tuesday, Sarah Hollingsworth is Wednesday, Sonara is on Thursday, Cuddy Draper is on Friday, and it's all just things that are going to help you increase and scale your business, leveraging this incredible resource that we have to use. And this is a long-term resource too. So it's not, this expands beyond just this week. All right. Well, if there are no more questions, I will let you all get to work. I will share these slides in the group as well. And I appreciate you all being on. Oh, Sonara, I see you. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can unmute.
Hey guys. Okay. This training was freaking fabulous. This is what I want to say to those of you who are not master level Nicolette type people. I know the anxiety you're feeling, because I was new to the social media game when I came to Trinont only 2 years ago. Okay. This is what I want to tell you. If you're having a mental breakdown right now, which I know some of you are, put a 1 in the comments if you are. It's okay. We're all in this together. This is what I want to, you see, look at all the ones. This is what I want to tell you guys. You're having a mental breakdown, and it's okay to say, this is my little hill to climb. Most of you have done something else amazing in your life, whether it be birthing a baby, graduating from college, getting that job that was thought was out of reach. You've all done something that was more spectacular than this. So what I want to encourage you to do is say, this is my week to have 0 me time. 0. I will watch no Netflix. I will not be reading my Colleen Hoover novel. Whatever the thing is that you do that is your you time, say to yourself, this is my week to have 0 me time. And the joy I'm going to feel when I actually feel like I kind of got a grasp on this is going to feel amazing. So set aside, what Nicolette did in 10 minutes might take you an hour. Guess what? Take an hour and get that shit done. Okay? Just say, it's okay if I have to work harder to learn something new than Nicolette. She whipped that up while she, got out of the shower, got dressed, and whipped it up in 2 minutes. Took you an hour. That's okay. The next time it will take you 50 minutes. The next time it will take you 47, and so on and so forth. But don't get into the space of you just got overwhelmed by everything she said, and I'm just going to throw forget it. It's just too much. Tell yourself, this is my week to be slightly overwhelmed by this. I will breathe through it. I will learn. I am not a dummy. And I will set aside the time that it takes, and I will repurpose other time that I would have been using to do other things, and I will dedicate that time. Guys, that's what I did 2 years ago. I'd never even gone live, okay? I'm almost 50 years old. I'm old as dirt. You can learn this, okay? So that's what I wanted to close, because I see the glazed over looks that Nicolette's not seeing, because for her, this is in her DNA. I'm seeing your glazed over looks. I see you. I'm looking at every square. And some of you look like you're about to have a coronary, okay? It's okay. You can do this, all right? So just wanted to throw that in for the people that are like me, okay? We're all in this together. And yeah, 0 me time. Renee just said it. 0 me time. There's no Netflix. There's nothing. This is your thing this week. And by Friday, you're going to be like, dang, man, I'm like a pro now. That's
Mhm.
what it is. Okay. Just wanted to drop that tidbit in there. That's it. Nicolette, it was amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Thank you so much for saying that. And it's so true. When you go all in and you get messy with it and you put your foot down and say, I'm learning this right here, right now, it literally only gets easier. And you literally only get better every single time. All right, friends. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you on the next training.